Hi everybody, this is Hope from hopeyoder.com with a fundamental video for Craft and Cut, Fundamentals Video 5. In this video, I'm going to show you how to save files and export artwork and images and using the Cut Preview tool. So here I have artwork design that came free in the CD marked 264 SVG files, and we've imported them into the Hope Yoder library. There's another video that shows you how to do this. So here's the clothesline video, and I've just simply selected that and brought it in to my screen. Under the properties window, if I want to print this on a card, maybe I want to add some fun text like drop your drawers here or laundry day, and I wanted to export this artwork to print on a card. Here's how you would do that. Size it how you want it. Come under File, and you're going to export the image, and we'll export this image into, we find somewhere to put this, and I am going to export it as a PNG. That means there will be no background, and I've called it laundry, and I'll save it, and we'll just save over it. You have this menu that pops up. I just leave everything at the default. And so now if I close that down, here's the image, and I have it popped open. And if I want to print this, I would put cardstock in my printer and go under File, Print, and depending on the size of the cardstock that you have, we sized it. It's going to print exactly the same size that you have saved it at. And so you want to make sure your printer scales at 100%. You could print this on cardstock and then cut it out with your digital cutter. So that's something you may not have been familiar with, that you can use this to save the artwork. So if I wanted to add text to it, I could do that and save it. Now let's just take this shirt, and I'm going to copy this, open a new page, and paste it. And let's get this so it's about a 4-inch design, and I'm going to hit Apply. And just to let you see, this is a really nice simple shape for a shirt. So I can fill the design with color, or I can unfill it to see the cut lines. So this would be a cute little applique design. Let's go ahead and create it as an applique. So with this selected, before I do that, I'm going to copy and paste it and change it to a different color so I have the original artwork there to do something else with. So to create an applique design, select on applique. I think this would be cute as a blanket stitch. And let's do a 3. Perfect. Let's change this to something dark. Now notice color 1 is the placement line, color 2 is the tack down, and color 3 is the final stitch that you'll see. So I'm going to change color 3 to this nice color here. Alrighty. Now obviously I would use the same colors when I embroidered this, but here I've created an applique design. So in order to see what my applique piece would look like, I can use the Cut Preview window just to see that piece. So when doing my machine embroidery, I would want to digitally cut out the shape. By selecting Cut Preview, this shows you what the shape would look like. Let's go back to the actual design. Now if I want to save this so that I can cut it out on my cutter, I'm going to open the transform. I like to work in millimeters, so I want to see those millimeters. And then you're going to use the Save to Cut. Select Save to Cut. You have 2 questions to answer, and then the Save to Cut will do the rest of the work for you. This is like having your personal digital cutting assistant, or me, Hope Yoder, sitting right next to you. So we're going to leave it default as the Scan and Cut and batik fabric with applique. Batik would be the same thing as your regular cotton fabric backed with a fusible webbing. Select Next. Here you're going to see your suggested cut settings, application direction. There's a video that you can click on that will take you right to a page where I'll show you how to go through the process. If you don't own the applique, here's a link so you can see what the product looks like. Now, right away, let's go back into this webinar and let me name a new folder. We'll name it Fundamentals 5, and we'll open this. And right away, it knows what type of file my scan and cut needs because I selected the scan and cut machine. And so I'll call it T-shirt, and I want to put the millimeters inside of my file name. And that's because not all cutters will bring in the file the right size. So if I put the millimeter height and width in my file name, I have it very easily to double check it before I cut it out. Now I'm going to select Save, and I have this cut preview window that opens that has all of the settings here, and I can print it. I'm going to close this down for now, and let's open this folder. So let's get rid of the cancel print. Now I save this to the fundamentals folder, and look what has happened. I have the WAF working file. That means if I decide, hey, I don't really like the blanket stitch, I wish I had done a satin stitch, I can open it and change it. This gives me the t-shirt cut files as well. So this I would copy and paste and put it in my scan and cut to cut out the file. And again, there's the millimeter size to double check that. All right, so let's open Craft and Cut back up. And I'm going to go to a new page and show you this WAF file if I can drag that over. And because it's a working file and it's the native file, I can quickly and easily change this to a satin stitch without having to recreate the design all over again. All right, so that's saving the file. Now I need to save this file so that I can embroider it. We've created the cut work file by using Save to Cut, and it also generated the native working WAF file. But if I want to embroider it, which I would go under File, Save As, and we'll find the folder Fundamentals 5, and I don't need to save it as a WAF because it's already there. So I would select the file that I want. There I am. If you want to open that file, you're going to open an embroidery or a WAF file. So there's my PES file. That's the file that I would copy onto my USB stick and go ahead and put it in my Baby Lock or Brother embroidery machine. And here you can see you have the different 3 different steps for that. So there you have it, Fundamentals Video 5 on saving designs, saving files, using the Save to Cut, exporting artwork, and exporting an image, and the Cut Preview tool. Stay tuned for Fundamentals Video 6.